say 2, I think, since 1935. Since we went into DPS, I'm gonna say 2 guys. And I'll tell you, highway patrol, that's the most dangerous job in the department, bar none. Because, yeah, it's crazy, because you're out on the road, and it's not getting shot, it's getting run over. Seriously. I remember, some of the videos from the camp I showed, Lord, there were some instances, like within 1 week, I was almost hit head on 3 times. 3 different times that were drunk, and they were on the wrong side of the road. That's up in Lubbock. And, but yeah, I mean, a lot of times on traffic stops, I mean, you don't see them on TV. I mean, there's people just running them over. So that's the most dangerous job on is the trooper. Because you don't know who you're dealing with.
They see them on the passenger side of the car now.
That's what I always did, because and I never had my back to the oncoming traffic, because
You do?
yeah, we had too many guys get run. Every time you turn around, somebody get run over, So.
How often do you have to move?
Just whatever you want. Pretty much, if you want to promote, you're going to move. Yeah.
And what are your career aspirations with the Rangers?
I don't know. We've been talking about it. We want to get our boy graduated first. He's doing well in school. So we're going to stay here and get him graduated. And then I don't know. I'm 44. I'll be 45. I mean, I could retire at 50 if I wanted to, but I don't know if I want to stay here and finish or promote. I've thought about maybe promote to a lieutenant. We'd have to move. We like it here. We don't want to move, but if you want to advance, basically you have to. Yes, ma'am.
So you were talking about like there's like the majors or the captains down in Austin. How do you know what your ranks are? I mean, is it your badge that has something to indicate? Like if I'm just a new Texas Ranger, how do I know that you're?
Yeah, I want to get into that real quick. Our badges are made of the Cinco Peso coin, the Mexican Cinco Peso coin, and used to, like on mine, I've got the old badge with sergeant printed across the middle. Well, nowadays the guys don't have anything. It's just blank because we're not sergeants, we're rangers is what they're called. Lieutenants will have lieutenant across. Now, when you get to captain above it, they have gold badges. The captains, the majors, and the chiefs all have gold badges. And then it has whatever their title is across. So that's another change, when you get some titles.
Why the Mexican coin for your?
Just tradition. Yeah, that's the way that they used to do it back in the day, and it's one of those things that they keep doing. Another tradition we have is whenever one of our guys retires, everybody pitches in $10 for her. 150 is a pretty good little check.
Yeah.
You have to be in 10 years though with the Rangers to get that $10. Yeah, you have to pay your dues and do that. So yeah, that's pretty neat.
One last question. Can you tell us about your most interesting case?
Well, there's so many of them.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that one I sent out about, that really sticks in my mind because it was a long one, trying to track this guy and the way, seeing how the lab worked, with the fingerprint and where it led us. And there's an Asian guy, so Hurst, Texas has a pretty good little predominant Asian community. And trying to understand some of them folks is another matter itself, but that was a pretty expensive deal. And then when he finally, because there are witnesses everywhere, so everybody turned up, there's one in Lubbock, and we're going to interview that person, and next thing you know, he's over in California, and you got to go get him and get him back. And, so yeah, that's probably one of the most interesting ones. There's a bunch of them. I'll probably take a bunch here. And then there are some that are pretty dry. There's some cases that just theft cases are not the most exciting cases in the world because it's like you're a CPA, you're having to go through and break it down and analyze it. I'm not a mathematician by any means. Math was a bad subject for me. But yeah, and that's one thing about it. I mean, it's just something different. It's not the same. Cases may be similar a certain way, but there's always different players, there's different circumstances, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the result's going to be. So, anybody else have anything? Or?
I know this is a stupid question, but can I come up there and see your badge?
Yeah.
Texas Rangers Museum in Waco, is that official, is that a state? Is it official state?
There's one in San Antonio.
It is, or?
Yeah.
Kerrville.
Fredericksburg has a one-year building there. But yeah, the Texas Rangers Association Foundation, that's their building there. It's right by that cemetery. I don't know if y'all been over there. They're fixing to rebuild. They're adding, they can't go wide because the river's there and you got the cemetery, so they're gonna start going up. And they've got plans to enlarge it. And, they've got, we'll be 200 years old here in about 8-9 years. We're going to have a big shindig and all that up there, so I think they're trying to get that. It's a pretty neat museum, though. I've been over there once.
What is the museum then, in Fredericksburg going to be? Is that the association, or who is it?
I think that's the former Texas Rangers Association. I think, don't quote me on that. It's a different one.
Yes,
And
different.
I haven't been over there, and I know, I'm not sure exactly what all they have in it or what they're doing, but I know they
You
do.
got a Texas Rangers Museum and then a former Texas Rangers.
I think it's a former. I know they're two
I'm
separate
curious
deals.
what the difference is.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I just know the big one in Wake, that's the big one. And then I've seen the newsletters about the ones, in Fredericksburg when they were building it and so forth.
Or is it in Fredericksburg?
Man,
Or is it in Fredericksburg?
I'm not real sure. I have no idea. It hadn't been built that long. I can remember getting the newsletters, they talked about it, and I just kind of read over it a bit.
Where's the main one?
It's in Waco. It's right by that Baylor's building, big open stadium, right across the river from the big open stadium. It's right on 535.
There are several exit signs for it
Okay, thank you.
on
It's
35.
pretty neat. They got a little gift store in there. It's a pretty neat little deal to go through. So, anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, my husband Wayne, Rose, and James. Yeah. And you know what, I've talked to
And then I also want to know if they can change a lot of stuff.
No, Chris is a good guy. No, Pete? He's retired. Well, I know Pete, I don't know about him.
Remember me telling you about the similarities in the face to a lot of Hispanics?
Thank you for your service too.
Maxwell, big guy, he retired, he's pretty age, he's
Oh, the hand game, that was a kind of like a dodgeball.